Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the Jester theme park. Now, this is a little update video on everything that's been happening here. I don't know. I don't know. Hope it's not glitchy for the video. My thing's a little glitchy right now. But yeah. So today we're going to be going over some of the changes. Now there was a beginning. There's some changes to the tram. There's changes to the tram, but I mean, I don't really need to show you that. You can see that for yourself if you just join the room. I'm leaving some things out so y'all can see it for yourselves. Now, one thing is different is you can see that the sky is now different. All the skies in every world is the same. That's because the sky actually changed. It's a 30-minute cycle between day and night, and it's actually really cool. So if you guys get to see that, you'll know. So yeah, we are here in the front, and we are going to enter. So you just stick your watch, your watch is on. You stick that in there. Wait for the ding. You can walk through. Now, here's a little Easter egg. That's actually the ding at the Disney theme parks. At least it is a Walt Disney World. I'm not sure about any other ones, but yeah. Now, there are some differences. The little water fountain that is needing an update. A desperate one at that. It's going to be bigger. We might actually move the water, the fountain here, and move it to Motor World, which you'll see what that is soon. So one difference here is now we have portrait frames. There's some portraits of some of the rides, and me and the boys on opening day. We went here. We took that picture at the where you can take pictures from at the start. There's Zippity River Run, the old version. I'll get to that in a minute. Bruce the Bear from Chicken's River Rapids, and Brer Rabbit and Brer Frog from Zippity River Run, old version again. Okay, now we just got to put our hands on it. Again, wait for the ding. And right here we have Brer Rabbit and the chicken from Chicken's River Rapids. He's from Zippity River Run, which fun fact, that is the original name for Splash Mountain. And where it just says Jester Park here, that's gonna be changed. Right now we're working on like main important things of the park, so we're not really worried about that. But that will say Jester Theme Park, or I'll tell you at the end. So yeah, I'll meet you in the courtyard. And we are now in the courtyard. Now, here's some things to explain here. So there are two new sections. So first we have, well, really two of them are the exact same. One of them wasn't open, and they both just got name changes, and then one's new. So right here we have Waterworld. This was originally Ride Picker Right. We are changing the name. And over here, Motor World, obviously, which was Ride Picker Left, which was not open. But guess what? It is now. There's only one ride yet. We'll get to that. And then we also have History of the Park, which is not done. It's, if you've ever heard of America Sings at Disneyland in California, Anaheim, California, it is basically like that. We took Sam the Eagle from him, and we're going to put him in History of the Park. Oh, my bad. And yeah, it's going to be really cool. It's basically, well, actually, we'll go there and show you. So I'll see you guys at the History in the Park. And we are now at History of the Park. Now, there's this long hallway, which might be shortened. I'm not sure yet if it's going to be shortened or not. Again, right now, I'm the only builder on this part. On the entire park, I was the only builder. Actually, that is a lie. Mr. Chicken did help me build the food court coming soon. Funny Falls Food Court, which is coming soon. He helped me build that originally, so it got deleted on it. I'm not sure why it did, but it did. But yeah, so I'm thinking there's going to be pictures in this one. Now, this is History of the Park, but we're going to have the Creator Lounge, which is going to have some like early models of stuff and a bunch of cool stuff, which I think if y'all like the park, I think you're going to like. So, there's not much here. at the moment. You can come here. You are able to come here. There's not much here. Now you can just, yeah, you can sit. And this is San Eagle. This is our model, or at least our first one, early model. So far, this is what he looks like. Thinking of changing his wings because they're a little too special looking. But yeah. So yeah, he's got the green top ends of the American one, and he's yeah. So he changed him from American Sam to Sam. He's just standing on a box that says coming soon. So we're thinking of moving him up here, and it's gonna have like different sections. So like you press a button, it's gonna be like right here, and what's gonna be go so you can go back or you can go forward, and it's gonna show like a bunch of early stuff. I was like gonna show you like the timeline of the park. Wow, there's gonna be speech bubbles right next to Sam, and I'll show you why we were thinking that because we had this long platform. I don't know. It's actually I'm using the entire thing in there. Are we? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we had to make longer. But yeah, so this whole platform, the reason it's so big is because we're gonna add some stuff to explain the entire history of how the park came to be. But I think it was a good idea because there's literally, I believe there was 5 iterations of the Jester. Yeah, the Jester theme park or the Jester Park, as it used to be known as. There was 5 iterations of it. It was the Jester Park. It was just Jester Park. Then became Jester's Abnormal World, which then became the new Jester Park. Then it became the new Jester theme park, and then it's finally the Jester theme park, which it is now. And yeah, that's about it for this room. So yeah, I will see you all in Waterworld. And we are now in Waterworld. Now you might notice it does look a bit different. It's because we expanded because of the thing that you can clearly see, but I will get to in a short minute. So a few things have changed with the rides. Normally the thing has gotten bigger. The rides have moved. Chickens for Rabbits has literally stayed in the exact spot, which gives us more rooms for rides. So originally it was Zippity River Run right here. Big Boom was like right here, and then Chicken River Rapids was still there. Now it's obviously not like that. That gives us one, possibly two, three, four more places for Waterworld rides. And obviously the big one. So anyways, yeah. So minor changes is Chickens River Rapids and Big Boom both got new signs. Big Boom's I don't think turned out as good, but I think Chickens River Rapids it's simple, but it's nice. I like how some of these letters look, especially the E. Yeah, it's kind of like chickens. Chickens is like a whole different kind of like written like a different way. And the River Rapids is just kind of like crazy, I guess. And Big Boom, not as good, but yeah, it's also an extended cave. If you you won't notice that because you can't see the cave. But yeah, there's it's extended cave. The cave is bigger by that side because we placed it at an angle on accident. Wait a 600. So here's the big one. Zippity River Run is completely new. There's one change. There's one thing that is kept the same. Two things that are kept the same. Three. Three things that are kept the same. So the one thing, the big main thing, obviously the ride, it is still based off the brand characters of Splash Mountain or Song and South or the Uncle Remus Tales or whatever you want to call them. Anything you want to say. Still based off of all of those. So yeah, and it's still called Zippity River Run, which was the original name of Splash Mountain, like I said. So yeah, it's still based off these guys. And in the let's see what I was gonna say. The wait line has not changed. Like the whole line to get there, that is not different at all. It's the exact same. I think that's it. I said there was 3 things I think, but oh yeah, the sign's the same. Sign's the same. I don't know. I already said that, but yeah, the sign's the same. All right, but now let's go over all the differences. There's the main one. There's actually not the main one. It's probably the second main one. And it's the only second. There's only 2 differences. It's a huge mountain. which is a contrast to the very small mountain on the original. There was a small mountain, smaller, about the same size as Big Boom. Yeah, with a little tree and then a little cabin on the top. But the thing about this ride that I had to change is one, it wasn't great. The ink messed it up because how much ink these characters cost. It's a lot. But the ride, it wasn't great because of the ink. It just didn't make sense. Like I didn't like it turned out the way because the original model of uh Zippity River Run was that the you would come out of the house at the top and fall all the way down into like you would fall all the way down into like a little pit. Or we didn't have that yet. The ride was still being planned when we built the mountain. We were kind of going as we did. And that's what we did for kind of all of these rides. We didn't plan them we didn't plan any of them. We just went along with the ideas that we had, and we went as the thing about Zippity River Run is it's not original. I didn't have to make a whole story. I basically did the original story. Everything that was changed in Splash Mountain, like the tar, instead of you get stuck in a beehive, you got originally stuck in some tar. We kept that. That's in there. It's not called what it was called in like the movie or anything or like that. It wasn't called that. It's not called that anymore. It's just he got stuck in tar. That's all we hear because we don't want to. What it's called now is a racial slur, so we're not doing that. But yeah, the original idea was you go to the top of a mountain, and there's a cabin there's a hole at the bottom that you fall out of. Now, and this sounds to the back, my bad. The renovation on my house. But yeah. So yeah, there was an original idea. Actually, I can probably pull up it. Yeah, I can pull up the original mountain. Now, if y'all see any Easter eggs in this shit, y'all better not say anything. Actually, I know you will if you see it. So yeah, this was the original mountain. I'm gonna put it over here. This was the original mountain. It looks like shit. It looks like shit. But this is, yeah, I think the cabin in this one is a lot better, and it probably will get changed instead of this cabin to this. We had to size it up and try to keep ink as low as we could. Actually, this mountain was small, and then we just sized it up. So yeah, these were small tubes, and then we made it giant. But yeah, it's also bigger than the original mountain. In the original Jester Park, you can see the original mountain right there. The original mountain is right there. We might keep this photo, I'm not sure. But yeah, also there's the dinosaur's tail. But yeah, this is the original mountain. I do like how I did that. I mean, there's parts of this that I do like. But this is when the original shit was in. So originally smoke came out of this thing. It doesn't do that anymore. I like the whole cartoony part of the cabin. How it looks terrible, but it looks cartoony, and that's what it's supposed to look. And also the water looks cartoony compared to this, which it doesn't. But yeah, and it's got palm trees. This one doesn't have a tree. Several trees. It has a tree on the top. But it's still an improvement over the original. There was just this too, which is just a mountain. If y'all want me to, so in the thing that I don't know if I announced it, if I said it yet, but there's gonna be like a whole part. Yeah, I think I did, where you can just see the Hall of Creators, where you can see all the original concepts. There's a whole part of it is gonna be Zippity River Run, because this whole Zippity River Run thing it was crazy. It's crazy how different how the evolution of this ride has been. Like the evolution of this ride is crazy. You see the original models of the Brer Fox, Brer Bear, and Brer Rabbit. They're rough, like really rough. They're really bad. I'm not gonna show them to you yet. Y'all gotta wait. Y'all want to see the backside of the mountain? It's right there. Can't see the full thing. But yeah. So yeah, and also the ride is completely. So yeah, next to my next point. I'm getting carried away, but yeah. So my next point is that this whole ride is different. Nothing is the same in this ride. It takes you to a whole different subroom because I'm going to save that for a little thing called Wolf Lodge Log. Now, here's a little backstory on that. Lodge Log was a part of the original Jester Park. The original one. Like, not Jester's Abnormal Wonderland, or Jester's Wonderland. I forgot to mention that one. So it was five. It was never the new Jester theme park. It was just Jester theme, just the new Jester Park. But yeah, so Jester's Abnormal Wonderland, Jester's Wonderland, the new Jester Park, or Jester theme park. It was never part of that. It was part of the original one, the one I made with Mr. Chicken, Jester Park. Had a skiing resort. It's one of the. So if you go to home, and you do create. If you look at, let's see, create new room. I think it's right here. Yeah. If you go in here, there is a template called the Ski Lodge template. Now, this thing. So what we did is we deleted a bunch of stuff in there, and we put the barrel dogs. And we put them, and you can drive them down the ski resort, and it's really fun. It's actually really stupid and funny, but yeah, me and Mr. Chicken go there all the time. But I wanted to carry some ideas of the original Jester Park into the new Jester Park. Jester's Abnormal Wonderland was before Jester Park. I always like to get that out of there. Jester's Abnormal Wonderland and Jester's Wonderland were before Jester Park. They were never released, I don't believe. I believe they were never released, or they were released for a very short time. But I'm gonna upload another video going to all the original parks, and I'm gonna show you all them, and you're gonna see how much of an upgrade this one is. But yeah, so Lodge Log was an original ride. They used a template, and it was stupid. It was bad. I didn't care. I did it anyways. But I want to take some parts of Jester Park, the original one, and put it into the new Jester Park, now the Jester theme park. So I took Lodge Log, which was my favorite of all of them. Was gonna make it a. Originally, it was just basically the same thing as what Lodge Log was, but just instead of a ride, instead of that ski thing, it was a ride that you control yourself. You would control it yourself. So it was still using the barrel dogs. But I changed it to, because Splash Mountain was closing, which is my childhood. I love that ride. I still do. And it's gone now, but whatever. And I changed it to Wolf Lodge Log, so we had a different name. But I realized Wolf Lodge Log, it was for the longest time it was Wolf Lodge Log. It did not change the Zippity River Run until like kind of recently. But I didn't know how to do anything then. I was trying my best, but I did not know how to do it. But then I learned stuff. Didn't take any classes. I learned it, watched videos, and then learned it myself. Like the modeling, I learned myself, but the circuits and shit, how am I supposed to learn that by myself? So I watched videos. Anyways, so yeah, so Wolf Lodge Log is returning but it's not going to be the original Wolf Lodge Log. It is going to be the original Zippity River Run called Wolf Lodge Log. That's what it's going to be called. That's where we're going to have it. And here's a little fun fact. The wait line for Zippity River Run has not changed at all. That is the exact same one for Wolf Lodge Log. It's the exact same thing. I have not changed it at all. I added stuff like the vultures. They're smoking cigars. Were not originally there. Where Frog wasn't originally there, and Gator wasn't originally there. But there was some I took away. Like I was there. There was two haltars of me holding a camera and one of me dancing. But yeah, there were two geese. There was music playing. It was like that. And Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer Bear were there. But you couldn't see them very well on purpose. So yeah, Wolf Lodge Log is coming back as the original Zippity River Run, but the original Wolf Lodge Log is not coming back because I don't want to have original or old Zippity River Run called it, and I want to put a call back to the original new Jester Park, which is now called the Jester Theme Park. So yeah, we're bringing back Wolf Lodge Log. So I hope that makes sense to you all. I know this is a long video of me just explaining stuff, but I want to explain what's coming soon and what's here now. So yeah. Oh, if there's any difference with these rides, there is on this one. There is not, but on Chickens River Rapids, there's fish and a chicken in the wait, and that is it. Now I know how to like do rides better. Like the original Zippity River Run had a lot of problems, so we changed it. We changed the ride vehicle, made it better, so it still moves. So it moves better. So the ride was better, but then the ride still was not good. So we changed it now, and it's completely different. It's so the original Zippity River Run had a bad cart, so we just scrapped it. We just scrapped the cart, made a new one. It was based off the Disney World version of the log and Zip Splash Mountain. But now, for the new one, it is based off the Disneyland version. But except there is one difference in that there is not a two-seater in the back of that one. In Disneyland version, there is a two-seater in the back part of the log, but this one's just all one-seaters. I think it fits 4, 3. I believe it's 4 people. Yeah, I believe it's 4. Yeah, so I definitely would check out this one. And so now I'm gonna check out Motor World, which is a new part. Y'all not seen it. Also, if you notice, I also did this so you can see the sky changing. It's turning to night now. You can see the sun, the moon's coming up. We're gonna wait for a bit just to. So this is night. I think this is dusk. But yeah, so yeah, you can see the sun. But yeah, we're gonna check out Water World. And no, this is Water World. We're gonna check out Motor World and show you all what's new in that one too. See you there. We are now in the whole new land, Motor World, which this is all going to be motorized rides, like on tracks and stuff, like roller coasters. Now, if you are wondering, why is Big Boom in Water World? Because I don't want to move it. I don't want to move it. And yeah, but eventually, Big Boom, Big Boom might have its own land, to be fair. I'm going to be honest with y'all, Big Boom was a last minute thing. I had to add more rides to the thing because originally there was one. There's going to be one. There wasn't going to be one, but I needed more rides. And Big Boom, I only had Zippity River Run planned. I didn't even have it built yet. Rides were the last thing I did. That's not true, actually. Jester Springs was no. The water park was the last thing I did. Like different thing. Jester Springs was the second to last thing I did. Jester Springs was always an idea, and then the rides were the last thing I did. But yeah. So yeah, I was like, there's 2 ride pickers. I don't want to have. So originally, the history of the park was going to be a ride. It was just a straight thing, a straight line. You ride through. It just tells you the history of the park, which was stupid. So I'm happy I didn't do that. Happy with the idea that's coming now, which is cool. It's really cool. You guys, I think, will like it. But yeah, so Motor World, as you can see, the whole thing's different too. Where it's like dirt and grass. I think it's way cooler than just rock and like just grass, trees, and shit. So yeah. So right now we only have 1 ride. Again, there's 4 other slots for rides, and if we want to add more, we can. And for this one, this is going to be changing for the park too. Water World's going to stay the same the way it is, but this one has pictures, which is pretty cool. So this is Chain's Cheesy Coaster, which is based off our friend Chain, one of the boys. And yeah, so we're not going to ride it. We're not riding rides today. Updates. If I wanted to ride rides, I would show you the whole new Zippity River Run, but I'm saving all the rides so you guys can come here and check them out yourself. Change Easy Coaster is definitely it's something. It's definitely early for the park. Again, this is it's not a beta. It's not beta. It's not a beta of the ride. That was the park. That was already done. Beta already happened. I had beta testers, and they all reacted negatively to the rides, especially Zippity River Run. Big Boom and Big Boom and Zippity River Run. Zippity River Run. Yeah, Zippity River Run were very badly received. Chickens River Rapids was seen as the best. Now I think Zippity River Run is the best. It's actually pretty good, I would say. It's still there are parts that are move a bit slow in the ride, and I'm sorry for that. But there's parts that I move perfect timing. Like I'm gonna spoil it real quick, so if you don't wanna see the spoiler, skip ahead 10 seconds. Press the double tap your screen, like on the right to skip ahead, or press the arrow key now. Anyway, so yeah, the next part. Okay, so I kind of messed that up, but if you're seeing this, press your arrow key, or like the right arrow key, or double tap your screen now, in like the next 5 seconds. So now. Gave you time. Okay, so next is the laughing place, which is in the ride now, which was in it in the fall, but now it's in the ride. Has music, and it's way better, way cooler, explains the story better. So yeah. So yeah, Chain Cheesy Coaster. It doesn't have models in it yet. It's gonna have models of rats, and probably him too. So Chain Cheesy Coaster doesn't have really a track. It has it's just a line that you don't walk on, but it rides on. And they were calling that kind of like a trackless coaster, but it's a bit different. We're gonna, if you look at the side of the cart when it goes up, if you don't ride the ride, you can see there's a little arm that connects to the coaster when it's on the side. But when it goes upside down, or like you'll see it goes in weird directions on purpose, of course. Wasn't the original idea, but then we added. I was like, that's cool, and that's original. Not in the ride, so we added it. Uh, it goes in weird directions, so yeah, the arm doesn't always need to be there, but it explains it when it goes straight. So yeah. So are there any ideas for these 4 rides? Yes. One of them, we are planning on having another dinosaur ride. That's why I explained that Big Boom might be moved into its own land, but I'm not sure because I want to have more hotels, and a dinosaur themed one would I think would be awesome. Movie? No, okay, I'm seeing this movie. But yeah, there's that, and there's other things too. So yeah, are there plans for these? I haven't thought of any yet, but I would love to take your suggestions. So if you guys want to put us some suggestions, I'm sorry I can't talk. Y'all want to put those in the comments? Go ahead, and I'd love to hear them. And yeah, I believe that's it. Is that it? Oh no, it's not. I do have an announcement, 2 announcements. So yeah, if Mr. Chicken ever releases his video of the opening day of the park, you will see that there's a secret Discovery Island part in the courtyard. There is, which is where you can pick like which lane you want to go to. There's a closed off part called Discovery Island Fun Zone. That is closed on purpose, and that is a little thing that we're going to be doing. If you read my most recent announcement on YouTube, then you will see. And then there's a little thing you can cipher out and like what it means. I mean, it doesn't take too long if you really just look at it. If you're pretty good at that, you can look at it. But yeah, you can look at that and you can figure it out. Hint, numbers, put them together, then read the thing a different way. So I'm gonna say it's pretty easy to find out. There's a date that makes it the easiest thing in the world, but whatever. But yeah. So yeah, we have announcements on the like hidden on Discovery Island. And if you look at the map, there's a little island onto the side that you can see in the Just a Theme Park trailer. And right in that trailer, you don't see it because it wasn't there yet. But right next to there is another island called Treasure Island. Those are both nods to Disney's. For Just a Theme Park, we take ideas from like other theme parks and our original ideas, and we make them into realities and change them a bit, of course, because like Zippity River Run is different than Splash Mountain is. Kinda. Doesn't have as many animals. Give you that. That's because of ink. But yeah. So yeah, there's all those, and um, so yeah, those will be coming out soon. You'll get to learn all that, so you want to be interested in that stuff. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And the name of the park might be changing because I don't want the park to be about me. I could give myself its own ride because that's what I'm tempted on doing anyways. But if I don't change the name of the park, but I think that'd be cool. It's gonna be Animal Kingdom like. So if you know anything about Disney's Animal Kingdom, you guys gonna try and figure that out. But yeah. So yeah, and is that it? So yeah, here's a little overview. Zippity River Run has changed. Check it out; it's completely different. Motor World, which is now Motor World, is new. You can check out the ride and more rides coming soon here. The names of ride pickers have changed. Ride picker right is now Water World. Ride picker left is Motor World. They're the same thing, just different names. And oh yeah, History of the Park's coming soon. Creator Creator Hub, I believe is what it was called, is coming soon, which explains like models and who the creators are and stuff. Early models, a bunch of cool stuff. And yeah, check out the secret stuff for Discovery Island and Treasure Island that will come out soon. Is a lot of it you can see you see some stuff in the Jester Theme Park trailer, but it is different. So yeah, it's like different stuff. Like we change things. Now, if you get to go to the secret part, because there's a way you get there. If you go to the secret part, one, you will have to restart your entire adventure. So if you want to go back to the Just Theme Park, you're gonna have to restart the entire. Like you're gonna have to leave or change an instance. And it is hard on purpose. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. But yeah, if you get there, it is hard on purpose. It is going to be a challenge to get to the final finale of that, the final part. It is going to be a very difficult challenge to get even past the first thing. That was not on purpose, but then I realized like I could change that, and I don't want to because I don't want people to find it out. People that really want to find out, they can. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. So yeah, and the park's name might change, and yeah, that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Subscribe to me, Mr. Chicken, and Winster VR. They are in my bio. Their channels are in the bio. And I'll see you all later. See ya.